Bavan is a very, very old bear. His fur is a little patchy and his paws are rather scrappy, but he still smiles. When Bavan was brand new, he lived in a big nursery with 3 children and a kind nanny. The nursery buzzed with laughter, games, and magical toy adventures. The children grew up and left. The nanny passed Bavan on to her granddaughter, who lived in a tiny house with her family. It wasn't grand, but she treated Bavan like a king. When Pa got a job at a lighthouse, they all moved to a wooden house by the lake. The girl often climbed the tall tower, and Bavan always came too. The wind ruffled his fur as they gazed at the glistening water. The girl grew up, married, and moved to a ranch. Her son adored Bavan. Together, they rode the trails with Bavan sitting in the saddle, proud and dusty. As a teen, the boy worked in a soda shop. Bavan sat proudly on the counter. Kids lined up for sundaes and shared stories with him. His fur began to smell like raspberry sauce and chocolate. The boy and his friend bought a colorful bus and hit the road. They traveled far and wide, and Bavan came too, until one sad day, he was left behind in the dust. A scruffy dog found Bavan and took him home to a floating boathouse, where his owner, an artist, painted their portrait. Bavan and the dog became best pals. The artist's baby grew into a brave girl who took Bavan to camp. There were boats, stories, and new friends. But one night, Bavan slipped behind the bed and was forgotten. Years later, a cleaner found Bavan. He ended up in the thrift store. The kind ladies gave him a new ribbon and placed him in the window. And that's where Mom saw him. Mom brought Bavan home to me. Now he lives in our house by the sea. Seagulls peck at the window to say hello. His fur is still patchy, his paws a bit scrappy, but he still smiles. And I love him very, very, very much.